see a fellow Scytha there, I give you kind of the tribal handshake or whatever it is we would do among ourselves.
Secret tail slap.
All right. Seeing one of my own, I offer to buy you a drink.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My name is Nijar Slave.
Desh Salath.
You guys travelers as well?
That's one word for it. Yes.
Yes, I'm
mercenary by trade.
These Caitlin's talking to you.
Oh, are you looking
you were
for a
the
job?
kids too?
Always.
No.
That man I was talking back there to, Willis.
Yeah.
He just hired me as a mercenary, and
Really?
I think he said he had a couple slots open. So if you go over and talk to him, he might hire you too.
All right.
I might know where these kids may hang out.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
My ears perk up too. It's like,
I might.
I just bought him a drink as well.
Yes, okay. Well,
What are you having?
Another ale.
another
So
ale.
it's 4 coppers again.
Well, along the bluffs in town, there are several caves, and it is normal to see the kids playing around the caves.
Okay.
So sometimes they hide out there. There are even rumors about the caves.
yeah, what sort of rumors?
I keep a gold piece sitting on the bar, and I'll roll persuasion at about that same point.
Yes. Well, there are rumors that the caves go deep under the earth into the deeplands, and that there are many denizens under there. Perhaps
Sounds like a nice, safe place for the children to play.
Perhaps these kids are there and have found some interesting secrets perhaps down there. It's hard to say.
It's a
They didn't start
shockingly
being
low
so
standard of
bad until
parenting
recently,
here.
though. I'd say within the last month.
Last month.
Yes, they have been odd. I've had reports of people saying that items have come up missing. Odd little things. Little things.
Yeah, I know.
No one has had their gold or anything stolen.
No, but what they took from me was precious to me.
Huh. How peculiar.
They may not understand that, but
They took something
say it was
from me that
precious
I
to
would.
you.
sorry.
You said it was precious to you.
Yes.
They took something from me I would like to have back. I'm
Really?
not.
Was it precious to you too?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I'm not so precious
Yeah,
that I'm
that's
willing
surprising
to
because a lot of people
brutalize a
have
child
said
to
that
get
something
it back. But
personal and
yes.
precious to them has disappeared.
At that particular moment when you say that, I just take a big swig of my drink.
Yeah.
Now that's interesting. Words have meaning, of course, and what does a word mean? Any given
She
word.
pulls out a shot glass and pours herself a drink and chugs it back.
It only means what we all agree it means. So when we
I
say
put a gold
brutalize,
on the bar.
what
I
exactly
kind
does
of
that
edge
mean?
it to it, but I don't
what if
take
we
my finger
agreed
off
that
of
it
it. And I
means?
said, could you point us in the direction of where the caves are? And
Oh, yeah.
maybe
Well, in my case,
when
it
they
means
would
I'm
be
not going to
there.
put my
Does
sword through a child.
Brutalize mean pull a knife on a child?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What does the
it would-
child
I
think
think
it
it would
means?
mean. I think it would cover sticking a knife in a child.
Okay, so I
I
haven't,
normally-
good. I haven't brutalized a child.
Have never seen the children out at
Want me to
night.
take these off?
Not yet.
Okay.
I normally haven't seen the children out at night. Out in the streets. So they must go somewhere.
Okay. So, am I to get this straight that all of us sitting here have had something stolen by these small
Oh,
children?
I had a trinket stolen.
Would you care for a room?
That was my original intent
You
to
look
get
like
a room here.
you don't belong here.
Well, everyone seems to want their stuff back.
Yes.
And I would like to make more inquiry into the agreed upon nature of the meaning of language? And also, if we go to these bluffs, what does that mean? If a person travels from one place to a next, is he the same person? Is it a different place? Do we really understand how space works? How can we be sure that we're not at the bluffs already?
Because we're here.
Ooh.
But
Talk nerdy to me.
possession is a word. To
I'm trying to
possess
see if
something.
one of my God's
We've all
prayer
agreed what
books
that
may be
means.
on them.
We've all agreed what that means.
Right.
Does the child possess your item now? Can
I,
it be said to not
I do
belong to
have
you now
robes.
that the child has it?
If you care to place your gear and such.
Sir, I think you either drink too much or not enough.
I like a room with a lock on it.
Oh, a private room.
Yes,
That would be 5 gold a night.
that's good. I'm going to have it for 2 nights.
Or there's a bunk room, which would be multiple people.
I privately note that the prices here are idiotic. I mean, your average peasant farmer makes about 3 gold a month.
The average peasant farmer does not stay in a private room. The average peasant farmer goes and sleeps in their home.
So it's 5 gold a night for a private room.
For a private room,
I'll take one for 2 nights.
we also have the bunk room, bunk room that's 2 gold a night. And then we have a spot in our common room here for just a mere silver a night.
I'm good with the private
Whatever you
room.
scrounge up off the floor is all yours.
Does the private room come with meals?
No. But it does include your own room and your
I
own
thought
and your
I
own
was the
bed
mercenary.
and your own key to said room. It's like a little slice of heaven.
See,
Kinda
this
like
is
me.
where she is attempting to brutalize us.
But if you're looking for a cheaper room, I might be able to tell you where you could find one.
What time of day is it?
We'll go ahead and say it's probably about 1.
All right. Well, who's for brutalizing some children? Or,
I'm for
Right here.
giving them a stern talking
Me.
to.
Yeah.
or
I mean-
exploring the flexibility of the definition of the word brutalize?
Right
I don't
here.
mind inflicting some mental trauma on them, but I think that's all they need. At
Well,
most.
you're a religious man, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, that's your specialty.
Yeah.
I propose we go to recover your stolen
Sure.
items.
I see you had Father McFeely's private patent chat too. Is that? Never mind.
Because what else are you going to do in Thornwall?
Don't mind me. I'm just listening,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Well, you can't
we
let
get,
this
we get
thing
our
go.
rooms. I pay for my room, and I get
Yeah,
any of
you
my
got your
other
room.
stuff there.
Did you want a private room or not?
Yeah, I said I got a private
Okay,
room.
so that's 2 private rooms. There's only 1 more private room left.
I'm thinking about sleeping with my horse at these prices.
Okay.
Be willing to at least bunk in the same place to cut down on some of this absurdity. How about you?
In your private room?
No, in one of the bunk rooms.
Yeah, maybe. It's only 1 o'clock. We'll see where the day takes us.
That's fair.
Okay, for those who have mounts,
Yes.
those who have a mule, 7 silver a day. That includes feed and everything for them, grooming.
Got it. So there's 14.
Those who have a horse is 5 silver. Those who have anything bizarre, we'll go ahead and say gold. That again,
My
that
camel
includes-
is perfectly normal. I don't.
You
But
have a
my
camel?
casket
Yes.
isn't.
Are you going to sleep on the bottom bunk? I'm thinking because your tail will drape. I'd hate for him to wake up and his head hit the tail.
I'm
as
assuming
he's,
it's
okay.
single bed, but
All right.
if it's,
No, he said it was a bunk room.
Oh, you want the bunk room?
Not me. No.
I'm not worried.
I was-
I'm not worried about it right
no,
now.
It's their sleeping arrangement that's amusing.
So, the bunk room has
If you're asking if I'm on top or bottom,
3 bunk beds.
Yeah.
we haven't negotiated yet.
Let's go straighten these children out. It takes a village, damn it.
Okay.
You let this kind of thing go, and they grow up to be cutthroats.
But there's a downside too.
To being a cutthroat?
You said they grow up to be cutthroats. I said there's a downside too.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
At that point, I take another large swig.
It's going to be a long day.
What kids like this lack, what they lack, is education. It's a tragedy.
You know, actually, I was. I completely agree with
go ahead
you.
and take
And
these guys off.
the
Okay.
boy that I interacted
I'll just put the other
with,
one right on top.
I was. I wanted to look into the possibility of seeing about if I could get him apprenticed into a trade, but this area
Awesome
seems so
freaking map.
Yeah.
so lacking in opportunity of thriving businesses right now.
Think
I'm
this
not sure if
photographer
it
will
would be
get more
possible.
work.
Then of
Yes.
course he scampered off and decided to take it.
And again,
Was it a human boy?
that's the Green.
Oh, I'm
Greenbrier
sorry to hear
Tavern.
that. It's-
Okay.
That's a bad
And
example
the
for
bluff
the race.
line is falling around the southern third of the city.
All right.
So
So we are headed to the cliffs on the bluff, wherever the hell that is.
That looks like a bluff's there.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
goes from one end of the town to the other end.
Yeah, caves on the bluff. I
But
mean.
there are farms beyond it.
And it does separate the farm, most of the farms from the other establishments.
How tall are the bluffs?
They range anywhere from about 40 feet maybe at their lowest point
Okay.
to you could maybe say 70 at the highest point.
You could say specifically 70 because you are the game master.
Well, I'm just saying,
Okay.
like for instance, like right over there
Uh-huh.
is more like 70, and like over here is closer to say about 40.
Well, that's quite a lot of territory. Can we narrow that down as to where the children are?
Where the
often
caves
seen?
are?
No, I'm just saying. You just asked how the bluffs, how tall the bluffs
Well,
were.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand
Okay,
that.
are the caves strung out along the whole bluffs,
Yes.
or along the whole bluffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
What's
the-
got our work cut out for us?
That's got to be a couple of miles of bluff.
You're not bluffing.
All right.
He waited.
Well, maybe we
A
can pick up some kid tracks once we get
And
up
actually,
there.
there's a scale, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. It's probably about 2 miles of bluff.
Is anybody skilled with tracking?
That's on survival, right?
Nah.
I got that.
All right. Actually, I'm halfway decent as well.
Let's
Ironic enough.
just see if we can't find an urchin. Have the urchin lead us
Yeah.
to the urchin hideout.
Yeah.
And of course, I will have some more of this fine Viking blood that is available at Gods and Monsters.
Yes, stop by Gods and Monsters and drink their bar products. We do it, and we're the cool kids.
You don't look like this unless you're here drinking this.
Everybody but Larry
Would you
is the
care for
cool
some
kids.
Sure. And then there's the guy who wears wigs.
He's
I
at
can
least
pull
two.
the Caitlin wig back out.
Please
We all
don't.
look forward to it.
All right.
Unless
so,
she's going with us, I don't think that'll be
All
necessary.
right, let's just locate the nearest urchin.
You want to do the tracking?
Well, if we get up there, they said they were going to look for a kid on the way up there, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep
You
an eye out for a
know,
kid.
Let's go ahead and do some perceptions.
Okay.
20.
20,
22.
22.
Definitely
Well, you
better
guys
than
have a
me.
suspiciously sharp eye for small children with no parents.
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
All right, we'll take a timeout.
I totally screwed up my perception check.
I just got a 10, so obviously
All right.
I'm not. The 20 guys are
You're
the ones that spotted the kid.
thought of why these two are very intense on their
Yeah.
knowing of where children are and aren't. And you got a 10, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, a bird.
Okay.
All right, we're back after a short technical
Yeah.
difficulty.
Now we have a sharp eye for thieves.
Apparently not that sharp. We got stolen from.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, you're pondering about your while your party members are so intent on knowing where kids are. You're looking around, more intent upon seeing your small little friend that you saved. He seems to be more on your mind,
Yeah.
bothering you. The two of you, on the other hand, have this odd thing that you've noticed. You came through town, both of you, different ways.
Right.
And one of the things you remember seeing coming through town was that there were a decent number of beggars on the streets,
Okay.
okay, of different ages, not just kids. There were some older folk out in the streets. Now all you see is the older folk out on the streets. I mean, again, there's not a whole bunch of them to begin with. There wasn't. There was a lot more kids than there were those who were in their middle ages or late ages.
The
I thought we were
the
all in
older
middle ages.
beggars are still out and about.
The what?
The older beggars
Are still out, but the kids are nowhere to be seen. There's no kids at all, and there used to be like scattered here and there.
I'm gonna try to question one of the older beggars then.
Hello, sir. Good day, my lord.
I plink a silver into his cup.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, my lord.
I'm paying for something.
Oh,
I'm not giving it.
What can I do for you?
A
Where do
small
all the-
child. That's what I'm paying for. Preferably a boy,
Take
toe-headed.
your silver back. I will have no part of this.
I see you've done this before.
And again, the game descends.
I'm just following you.
Okay.
Following your lead.
We've heard that the children disappear into the bluffs at night. The beggar, the small children.
Oh, yes, yes.
Can you point us in the right direction as to where they actually go?
There. If you continue down the southerly pass, down through the bluffs, to the lower portion of Thornwall, and then you head to the west along the bluff line, you'll pass a farm manor, and not too much further, the kids play in some of the bluffs there. There seems to be something of interest, I guess. I think they have built a fort. I do not know.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you, my
that'll be all.
lord.
I hand him another silver and say, "This,
Oh, what
this-
is it you require, my lord?
the last conversation you just had didn't happen.
What conversation?
Good.
Oh,
Clink. There we go.
silver from heavens. Woohoo.
I let my companions get a little way down the road. I hand
Yes,
him
my
another
lord.
silver. I say the last conversation you just had did happen.
Of course, my lord. I retained it all. Right up here, like a steel trap. Uh-oh. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you progress, going down the southerly pass. You have seen this pass before.
Yeah, okay.
Because you came up it.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, now we're looking.
now you're going down it.
Yeah, looking for the. Even though the beggar gave us an idea where it's supposed to be, I'll still be looking for tracks along the
Yeah.
line.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll me a.
I'm good at survival too, so I'm
Yeah. Oh, not with that roll. Probably 10.
okay. I'll go ahead and try. I got
Why did I do
that
that?
plus 8, 14.